Hello Year 3, welcome back to another maths lesson. You've done extremely well this week with your multiplying by 10, 100 and 1000 and our word problems and our converting. So this lesson is just the last piece of the puzzle. We're going to be going over dividing by 10, 100 and 1000. So here's my place value chart we were looking at on Monday. As you remember, where I put my number changes how much it's worth. So if I put my number here, it's worth 7 tens or 70. If I put my number here, it's worth 7 hundreds or 700. And if I put my number here, it's worth 7 thousands or 7,000. So as you know, when we move up the chart or left, our number gets bigger by 10 times. So if I want to divide my number, I want to make it smaller. So if I took 7,000 and wanted to make it smaller, I would need to move my number the other way, down the chart or to the right. So I'm going to move my number, and as you'll see, one of the zeros is going to drop off the end. So I've moved it one space to the right, so 7,000 divided by 10 is 700. Now to divide by 10 again, I would again move to the right one space. So let's move all these numbers one space to the right. And as you can see, 700 divided by 10 is 70. Now if I want to divide 70 by 10, what am I going to do? That's right, I'm going to move my 70 one space down the chart or to the right, and I've got 7. So 70 divided by 10 is 7. Here I have the number 730, and I want to divide it by 10. So I'm going to move the whole number one space down the chart or to the right. So I've got my 7 here, my 3 here, and my 0 has gone away. So my answer is 73. So 730 divided by 10 is 73. Okay, I've got another 3-digit number, 290, and again I want to divide by 10. So I'm going to move my whole number down the chart by one jump. Jump, jump, jump. So I've divided by 10, and I can see my answer is 29. So 290 divided by 10 is 29. Okay, this time I'm starting with a 4-digit number. So I've got 1 in the thousands, 6 in the hundreds, 4 in the tens, and 0 in the ones. So my number is 1,640. And I want to divide by 10. So just the same, I'm going to move the whole number one jump down the chart or to the right. So as you can see, my 0 has gone away. My answer is 164. So 1,640 divided by 10 is 164. Now looking at my answers so far, you might notice a pattern. 730 divided by 10 is 73. 290 divided by 10 is 29, and 1,640 divided by 10 is 164. So a shortcut could be to divide by 10 to just cross off the 0. But I'm going to show you now some examples where that will not work. So this time another 3-digit number, 134, and I want to divide by 10. So I need to move all my numbers one jump down the chart. But the problem is this number is going to fall off the chart. So I don't know what the place value of this number is. So I'm going to need my other chart. I'm going to try this again. 134 divided by 10. I know I need to jump one place down the chart. And now I've got my decimals in. I can see the answer is 13.4. This is less than 1. This is 4 tenths. So 134 divided by 10 is 13.4. And still dividing by 10, I've got a 4-digit number this time. 2,600, no tens, and 7 ones. So 2,607 divided by 10. I know I need to move every number one place down the chart so they all get 10 times smaller. So my answer is going to be 260.7, or 260 and 7 tenths. Now we're going to look at dividing by 100. So if you remember, to multiply by 100 we make 2 jumps up the chart. To divide by 100 we make 2 jumps down the chart. So looking at my number here, 900, I want to divide by 100. I'm going to move the whole number 2 jumps down the chart. So this number is going to go 1, 2, and these 2 zeros have fallen off the chart, and I'm left with just a 9. So 900 divided by 100 is 9. Looking at this number, 670, I want to divide by 100. So again, I need to move the whole number 2 jumps down the chart. So let me do it. So I'm going to go, that's 1 jump, and my zero's fallen off the end, that's fine. And another jump, and my problem is that my 7 is fallen off the edge of the chart, so I don't know what the place value of that is. So I'm going to get my other chart. So you can see now that 670, when I make my 2 jumps, 1, 2, I can get rid of the 0 because it's less than 1. The answer is 6.7, or 6 7/7. Now here's a 4-digit number, 9,130, and again I'm going to move everything 2 jumps down the chart. I can get rid of the 0, we don't need this anymore because it's on the other side of the decimal point. And my answer is 91.3. So 9,130 divided by 100 is 91.3 because it's moved 2 jumps down the chart. Now, to multiply by 1,000, can you remember how many jumps up the chart we made? That's right, we made 3 jumps. So to multiply 4 by 1,000, we went jump, 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 and filled in these gaps with zeros, so we remembered that they were there. So to divide by 1,000, we're going to do the opposite. The whole number is going to move 3 jumps down the chart. So 4,000 divided by 1,000 is 4. So this number is 4,700. 4,700, and I want to divide this by 1,000. So again, I need to move every number 3 jumps down the chart. So we're going to go jump, 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 and that one's gone. Jump, 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 jump. Now these zeros, if they're not in the thousands, hundreds, tens and ones, we don't need these anymore. So our answer is 4.7, or 4 7/10. So 4,700 divided by 1,000 is 4.7. Now I would really recommend that you make a place value chart to use at home because they're incredibly useful just for checking your thinking. But if you don't want to, or you don't have anything to do it with, here's a written method that you can use to do the same thing. So I want to do 57 divided by 10. I put my 57 into my chart, and I need to move each number 1 jump down the chart. So I'm just going to draw an arrow. There's my 7. I'm going to draw an arrow, and there's my 5. They've each moved 1 jump. So my answer is 5.7 because this is the line with the decimal point. So the answer is 5.7. So what we've done so far is looked at the ways of dividing by 10, by 100 and by 1,000. So let's just recap. So to divide by 10, you can either remove 1 0 or make 1 jump down the chart. To divide by 100, you can remove 2 zeros or make 2 jumps down the chart. And to divide by 1,000, you can remove 3 zeros if your number has 3 zeros on it, or make 3 jumps down the chart. Looking at the pattern here, to divide by 10, 10 has 1 0, and we're either going to remove 1 0 or make 1 jump. To divide by 100, 100 has 2 zeros. We can either remove 2 zeros or make 2 jumps. And to divide by 1,000, which has 3 zeros, we can either remove 3 zeros if your number has 3 zeros on the end, or make 3 jumps down the chart. Just look at these numbers with me for a moment. Here we've got the numbers 10 and 60. We know that this 1 is worth 10 because of this 1 0 after it. These numbers 100 and 200, we know the 1 and 2 are worth 100 because of the 2 zeros after them. And these numbers 1,000 and 7,000, we know this 7 is worth 7,000 because of the 3 zeros after. So 10 divided by 10, if I remove this 0, I change the place value, and this becomes a 1 again. 60 divided by 10. If I remove this 0, I change the place value, and this becomes 6 ones again. Similarly, 100 divided by 100, if I remove these 2 zeros, I change the place value, and this becomes 1 1 again. 200 divided by 100, if I remove 2 zeros, I've changed the place value, and this becomes 2 ones again. And 1000 divided by 1000, if I remove my 3 zeros, I've changed the place value of this number, and it becomes a 1 again, all on its own. And 7000 divided by 1000, if I remove these 3 zeros, this is just a 7 on its own, and I've changed the place value, and it's now worth 7 ones. Okay, I hope that helped a little bit with your dividing by 10, 100 and 1000. Have a go at the work I've set you on Purple Mash. If you get stuck, just send me a message. It's fine to make mistakes, that's how you learn. And I will see you soon for some more maths. See you later, Year 3. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.